there. Welcome to the Keith Nobles Show, brought to you by Auto Chicks and the Nobles Financial Network. And we're going to talk about the Chump Factor and how, in a very real way, if the Biden administration does what it claims it wants to do, they're going to make chumps out of people who tried to do the right thing. So, it's kind of windy out here today, so bear with me, because you should hear this. So, the Biden administration wants to, or is being pressured to, forgive student loans. So, all of us, like me, I spent a couple $100,000 on my daughter's college education, get a bachelor's degree in engineering from a very good school. Well, that was $200,000 I'll never get back. She could have just taken on student loans and had the government forgive them, and it wouldn't have cost me $200K. They want to, the Biden administration would like to place a surcharge on you owning a home. A tax on it. Another property tax, essentially, in addition to whatever you may pay locally. Well, why go to all the trouble of saving that money and all the trouble of buying and maintaining a home to have them tax it? Oh, and then the Biden administration wants the new Green Deal, and they want to force you to retrofit your house. This is not just a matter of adding solar energy. No, they want you to replace windows. They want you to remove windows. They have all kinds of plans for every building in this country to change them to be more energy efficient. So your house isn't actually your house anymore, right? All that time you spent saving up the money and making the payments, just going to get taxed and have the government tell you what you have to do with your own house. Biden administration wants to place a tax on semi-automatic firearms. Now, if you can't pay the tax, they want you to have to sell your gun to the government. Now, the Second Amendment gives you the right to own a gun. If you read the Federalist Papers, you understand it's your responsibility because you have a responsibility to defend the country. You have a responsibility to defend the Constitution. So the whole idea here of penalizing you for fulfilling your rights and your obligations is part of this whole pattern. You're a chump. You took this time. You took this money. You made this effort to do the right things. Biden administration wants to severely tax your 401k. So if you took the time to save money for retirement, well, they want to tax that too. They want to take a big portion of that. Like I said, it's the chump factor. All the people who tried to do the right things all these years pay for their own education, own their own home, fulfill their constitutional rights to defend the Constitution, save for their own retirement. And the Biden administration, by their own plans, wants to penalize or take that away from you. Yeah, we're all chumps if we did the right thing. But this is part of a greater movement in this country. People who didn't do the right thing thinking they can take from the people who did do the right thing. It's not a good direction. And of course, the result here is nobody's going to want to do the right thing because what's the point? What's the point in being independent? What's the point in living your own life? What's the point in saving your money? What's the point in buying your own home? What's the point in paying for your own college? There is none. No. If they're going to do this, there's no point in doing those things. If you do those things, you're a chump. Well, I've been a chump my whole life then. So, these are the things that made America. These are the characters that the characteristics we were intended to be, to become, to take care of ourselves, to be self-reliant, to be responsible for ourselves. And now the Biden people want to punish us for doing that. That's just wrong. So thank you for tuning in today. Please like, subscribe, share, invite your friends. Win or no win, I'm going to keep doing this. So thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning in. Talk to you tomorrow.